plaintiff, Atia Luckett, says the defendant is her father, and although he has always been a part of her life, he has never supported her emotionally or financially. Atia is suing her father today for unpaid phone bills. Defendant Gregory Luckett nearly lost his eyesight after a car battery exploded in his face, but nonetheless, he did his best to support his family, and he insists he paid child support to Atia's mother.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Your Honor, my father has always been a part of my life. He has always been present in my life. But when it comes to financial support and when it comes to emotional support, I will have to say that I feel like my father dropped the ball.
What way? What do you feel you missed?
He was never a shoulder to cry on for me. If I needed financial advice, I could never go to him for financial advice. He never had the finances for me. I mean, he never...
Can't talk about what you never had.
He never took care of me financially.
All right, so aside from material things, you were saying he wasn't there for you emotionally or otherwise.
Correct, yes, sir.
What do you think you missed? You say
the shoulder to cry on. I feel like as a young lady, my father should have always been my go-to. Whenever I had a relationship problem or whenever I did have financial problems, I feel like my father should have been the first person that I should have been to run to before I ran to any other man, whether it be a boyfriend or... How
about if it was falling out between you and your girlfriend?
Oh, no, because he would have tried to flirt with my friend. He would have tried to flirt with her.
The point I'm making is there are some things that some fathers feel uncomfortable talking about. My daughter to this day, my oldest daughter, Jade, I have no idea who she has ever dated other than who Linda tells me.
Wow.
No idea. Because she's scared. She's scared for the guy. Because if anybody knows, watches for 23 years, friends of mine, they know I'm crazy. And I'm unpredictable.
That's him.
So I'm not bringing you around my dad because I don't know what he's going to say.
Maybe that's why.
If you come to me and you're middle-aged, when I'm 70 and my daughters are in their 40s, they can't come to me and say, Dad, I was arguing with my husband and he called me a B. What should I do? Just tell me where he's at. That's all you gotta do, honey. You don't have to do a thing.
Problem solved.
Right, problem solved. So that's what I'm saying. It's certain things, but I'm sure you meant more than that. I keep hearing you say finances. Did he have the skill level to work anywhere?
Absolutely. He had a job. When I was growing up, I remember my father working at a hospital as a security guard, and I remember bragging to my friends that my father was a police officer. I mean, because he had a gun and he had this nice little flashlight. My daddy was a police officer. He was just a security guard, but to me as a little girl, my daddy was a police officer. And I remember he got hurt when I was younger, so he didn't have that job anymore.
How old were you when he got hurt?
When I remember my father no longer working, I was about 7 or 8.
And you now are saying it's because he was injured.
But he still was making money, Your Honor. My father is a mechanic.
Okay, so he was hustling on the side.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Or
Let me hear from you.
I was injured when I was 21 years old before she was born. And I was trying to get on disability. I fought through many jobs, trying to support my family. I've always loved my kids. I did what I can and what I could.
Were you married to her mother?
No.
Did you ever live with her mother?
Yes.
How many years?
6 or 7 years.
6 or 7?
Yes.
All right. So in those 6 or 7 years, how old was your daughter?
From the time she was born to about 7 or 8.
Okay, there we have it.
Yes.
So you were no longer in the household after that. And how often would you be in touch with her?
Well, just about all the time.
Good. Did you pay child support?
No.
Why?
Because I was taking care of them when I was living there.
No, I'm saying when you weren't after that.
I got on disability, and the state helped me for child support.
They were taking it out?
Yeah, they were taking it out.
Okay.
Till they were 18.
So, ma'am, he says your mom was getting child support.
Your Honor, I recall my mother getting child support checks in the mail, and they were $2 or $3. And I remember my mother saying, I need to let these build up before I even take them to the currency exchange or to the bank because they're not even worth cashing.
But she says you were working on the side at mechanic shops.
I have personal jobs on the side.
You had personal jobs.
Yeah, I didn't work for a shop.
You heard it? Yeah, it was personal job. It wasn't for you. All right, now I got it. Yeah, he had his personal job. You don't get involved in his personal jobs. Your money is that SSI $3, like you say. And any other money, this is personal money. Don't get it twisted.
Your Honor, I also...
Did you gamble? You needed your money for that table, didn't you?
No.
Oh, you didn't gamble?
Drag race.
Take a nip every now and then. You needed the money for your nip.
Yeah.
Well then. Did you tell her when they asked for money? You said, baby, I got to get my nip. Well, Daddy, a nip don't cost me $5. She said, no, baby, my nip is a fifth.
You make me an alcoholic.
I'm kidding around with you. What are you then?
I'm a grown man. I'm happy.
What is it that you had to spend your personal monies on?
Living.
But she says you were working on the side at mechanic shops.
I have personal jobs on the side.
You had personal jobs?
Yeah, I didn't work for a shop.
You heard it? Yeah, it was personal job. It wasn't for you. Your money is that SSI $3, like you say. And any other money, this is personal money. Don't get it twisted.
Defendant Gregory Luckett is being sued by his daughter, who claims Gregory never supported her emotionally or financially.
Let me hear from you. Do you have any idea what was his lifestyle like? Because now he's coming off as a drug addict or a recovering drug addict, the way he's talking to me. Because he seems like a pretty nice guy.
Yeah.
He's smiling, he's respectful to me, but the way he's speaking, his responses, his actions, and the way he's trivializing it, that's what drug addicts do. They trivialize things that their child has said hurt them. Oh, yeah, but they don't even understand the trauma. And that's what you lay it off with, the trauma. And so is there anything we can attribute that to? Was he a drinker? He kind of raised his eyes when I said that. Was he an alcoholic?
I know my father drinks, and I do know at sometimes he can be a little overbearing with his drinking. I do recall when I was maybe 20, he was in like a halfway or a rehab facility. So he was making progress to get better because I was in college. Whatever his drug of choice was, Your Honor, I have no idea what it was.
In NA, drug rehab?
I believe so, yes, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, is that true?
Yes.
All right, so I know what I'm talking about. Go ahead. Tell me about the phone bill you're suing him for.
Your Honor, my father and I entered into a verbal agreement for a cell phone bill. Things began to go bad last year where he began to miss payments. He would begin to give me lump sums because he would miss 3 or 4 months at a time. So as of June, he became current with his cell phone bill. He gave me $200.
Bulk.
Yes, sir.
That's how he paid.
Yes, Your Honor.
You gotta wait until he hit the lottery or whatever he played. You gotta wait till he hit, and then he bring you all your money at one time.
But I told him
if it went to the table.
I told him before.
If her money is at the casino table, you can't pay her, right? You gotta wait until you hit a lick. You hit a lick, then you come and you pay your bill.
I don't go to
smiling, you know.
I don't go
Go
to
ahead.
the casino like that.
So he.
Or the poker room.
So in June.
With your buddies. I'm trying to get it benefit of the doubt. You heard what you
Thank you very much.
You heard what you didn't admit it to. Go ahead.
So, Your Honor, in June, he gave me $200. So from July up until now, he hasn't given me any money.
But I have bills. He's up in age, ma'am, and on Social Security, and I'm sickly. And how old are you? How old are you, sir?
I'm 60.
60.
Yes.
I'm 60.
I've been through some accidents.
Okay, let me hear about that. Let me hear what your challenges have been in life that have caused you to be in the position that you're in.
When I was 21, I hurt my back. I had
21, you hurt your back.
2001, I was with my friends out, and the car stopped, and I moved the car battery, and the battery blew up in my face, and it knocked my eyesight out. It knocked my eye up in my head, and I was telling everybody, don't move, don't move, don't move. I was looking for my eye on the ground. Then the ambulance came. When the ambulance came and took me to St. Bernard, that's what saved my eyesight, because they were salining.
So you've totally recovered from your eye accident?
No, I have to wear glasses now. They don't dilate to light.
So you've had 2 accidents that disabled you, essentially.
I have several wrists.
What happened to your wrist?
A fight.
When?
I can't recall what year.
Anything else?
Ankle surgery, motorcycle accident. I've kept a positive mind because of my family.
That's right.
My babies,
That's
my
right.
grandbabies. I have them call me Pappy. They don't like that, though.
Yeah. And from what I gather, I understand your feelings, but from what I gather, you're a good man.
Thank you.
And to your family. And so I give you that. Like
have
you
a
say,
great
you
family.
have been paying them in bulk. I know what time it is on that. And secondly, give it the best advice you can. He can't do much now, so you can tell him about your man. He can't jump on nobody.
Yeah, and I've been the same man
He ain't
for
got
20
no more
years.
body
I
left.
don't
You
have
can't even swing right. Swing. You can't even swing. So
learned
the
it
phone bill, tell me about that.
The phone bill. Well, I paid my daughter in bulk sums. I was expecting in July, was in an accident, which I'm still fighting.
Again, sir.
What?
I thought all this stuff stopped years ago.
The car accident? No, the lady.
You're still getting in accidents?
Yes, the lady.
What happened this time?
The lady did a U-turn in front of me from a parking
Why
spot.
you look so bad? I'll be honest.
Cause I'm a lucky.
I am too, but
I'm messing with you.
I don't mean to laugh.
I know.
He said, because I'm unlucky.
No, I said cause I'm a lucky.
Oh, unlucky, the last name.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you unlucky. I understand your feelings, but from what I gather, you're a good man.
Thank you.
And to your family. So I give you that. Like you say, you have been paying him. And secondly, give it the best advice you can. He can't do much now, so you can tell him about your man. He can't jump on nobody.
yeah, and I've been the same man
He
for
ain't got
20
no more
years.
body
I
left.
don't
He
have
can't even swing right. Swing.
Defendant Gregory Luckett is being sued by his daughter, who claims Gregory never supported her emotionally or financially.
So, sir, I understand you pay in that manner, but that manner risks her credit.
Yes.
If she didn't have extra money to pay your share, her credit would be messed up. All right, so make sure you pay on time. Did you know that? Did you know you could mess her credit up?
Yes, I try to pay ahead though too.
That's horrible. Now I turned on you. $250 for her. I'm done with you. Go on. $250 is your judgment. You better pay your bills and pay hers first.
Yeah, I would.
What?
I want a hug.
You ain't hugging me.
I'm talking about my daughter.
You not do from her.
Yeah.
All right. I know you messing with me.
Your Honor, if it's not too much, I feel like he's spiraling down this circle again. He needs help.
I do.
Sir?
I need a lot of help. Things have just been.
You do?
Yes.
Drug help, financial help, something. There's no reason he
financial
hasn't
Help
paid his phone
recovering
bill.
from a bad habit?
And drinking.
Right. You need help recovering from that?
Yes.
Will you accept our help?
Yes.
Cost free?
Yes.
All right. There you go. There you go. Good to hear that. One last comment you had, it sounds like?
I love you.
There you go. All right. Get that hug going. Get it together. Judgment for the plaintiff. All right, Big, don't you tripping here.
I love you.
I know your unlucky self. All right. Take care.
Plaintiff Samantha Urbanzik and her friend Carol Lockport say the defendant was the first person to approach Samantha at work, and she thought she was a good friend. But the defendant ended up using her. She's suing her today for 38 unpaid loans. Defendant Haley Bays says she met Samantha while working at a fast food restaurant, and there was nothing but drama working there. Haley says Samantha is suing for more than she owes, and she's countersuing for slander.
Start with you.
Okay, I met Haley through work. She was the first person to approach me July of last year, 2020. She was the first person that approached me. She helped me get comfortable. She was really nice. She was friendly. She was a close friend. I thought she was a close friend. Turns out she wasn't. She used me.
How so?
She...
Other than the loans, but anything else happening? Oh, okay. So that was the only reason you think she wasn't a close friend.
Yes.
Why don't you give me your characterization of the friendship?
Your Honor, you know that working in a fast food restaurant is already like reality in itself. And you know that's just like drama, the arguments, the fighting, all of that, right?
Yeah, there is some big characters
it is all
in there.
crazy
all
in
stuff.
one job. I worked
From
at that
the
job for
customer to the staff, yes.
Yes, seeing customers pull employees over the counters, employees fighting is already just crazy. I worked at the same place for 7 years, right? And like, it's just crazy there. I mean, even Sam was like using it as plenty of fish to get boyfriends through the drive-thru. Which that's okay. Like that's not what we're here to talk about.
You suing her for slander. You about to get it back on you. Keep going. Go
Anyways,
ahead. So, but your friendship was all right up until you all let money get in the way?
I got fired. It was great. And then both of them had an issue.
Ma'am, your friend here, you are a witness. You are a co-worker?
I was a manager.
Okay.
I no longer work there.
Why they fire you?
No, I quit. I put my 2 weeks in.
Oh, okay. Why?
I was doing a career change.
Okay. Good.
Seeing customers pull employees over the counters, employees fighting is already just crazy. I worked at the same place for 7 years. It's just crazy there. I mean, even Sam was like using it as plenty of fish to get boyfriends through the drive-thru. Which that's okay. Like that's not what we're here to talk about.
You suing her for slander. You about to get it back on you. You keep on.
Plaintiff Samantha Urbanzik and her friend Carol Lockport say Samantha met the defendant at work, and she thought she was a good friend, but she ended up using Samantha for money.
Tell me about the loans you're suing for. What happened here?
Okay, there was multiple occasions. She doesn't have a car, so she can't drive. So she'd ask money for Ubers.
When was the first time she asked you for money? The first time
was September of 2020. She needed money to it was for an Uber to get to work.
Mm-hmm. How many times?
38 separate times.
38 times. Wow. Do you have the list that I can look at?
Yes.
What page is your list of loans?
Page 38 and 39.
And did she tell you when she'd be paying these 38 loans back each time, or how did you all determine when she would pay back?
There was multiple occasions where she said she had money to bring to me, to deliver to me, and then it never happened. But there was multiple occasions.
She's never paid you anything?
There was the first loan, she paid me back, and then few days later, she asked for the money right back. So.
And was she telling you why she needed these loans?
There was an abortion that never happened. She was never actually pregnant. She was getting kicked out of her parents' house. Her dad was making her pay rent that she wasn't actually paying. Her sister was being taken away by CPS.
Okay, so the rent, the $10, you think that went toward rent?
No.
$30, January. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have about 15 loans with dates and another 20 that don't have dates on them. So go ahead, let me hear from you.
So I will say around $1,696, almost $1,700, $3,500. Who's going to just keep giving all of that to almost $4,000? I will say.
Same person who will keep giving, that will give $1,500. You say you owe or you borrow $1,500.
I would say $1,700.
How much?
17.
All right, yeah, the same person. That same person who kept giving you money up to the amount of $1,700 would keep giving money up to the amount of $4,000. You know, you'll give 17 on a fast food salary. What's the difference? Where you get this money from on a fast food salary?
Just
little at a time.
Saving up, trying to buy a car, put in my savings, and then she'd ask to borrow money, and I would send it to her because I thought we were friends.
When's the last time you received any monies from her?
Like May of 2021.
When do you say the last time was?
June 17th of 2021.
And see, the problem we have here, ma'am, the ones that are dated, it adds up to what she says she owes. You gave me this. And the dates, unpaid loans, on the ones that have months and year, well, they have the exact dates.
Yes.
It adds up to her number. Then you have about 20 that has not one date on it. And you say that the last one you gave her was June 17th. Anything from September 20th to June 17th, you gave me. It's listed here.
Yes.
And you say the last one was June 17th. So it adds up to 1770. What's your counterclaim? How did she slander or defame you?
So every time I posted on Facebook on our community page for our city, like, does anyone need anything done for just some extra money? Because I'm not working right now, right? So work for the money instead of borrowing.
You need to clarify that a little more.
Instead of ending up back in your courtroom again, Your Honor, I was just going to work for my money, right?
Go ahead.
Every time I posted anything, it didn't. Anything. Her ex-boyfriend, friend, whoever he was, calling me a bum, saying I'm lazy, I steal, which, how you could steal through Cash App, that's beyond me, but we're not here for that.
Her boyfriend was saying.
Yeah, who I've never met, never had a conversation with.
You have to say what she did. You can't sue her for what her boyfriend said.
Well, she obviously told him this stuff about me because he doesn't know who I am. Yeah. Never had a conversation with him, don't even know who he is.
Plaintiff Samantha Urbanzik and her friend Carol Lockport say Samantha met the defendant at work and she thought she was a good friend, but she ended up using Samantha for money.
Can't sue somebody for pillow talk. Slander is an intentional revealing to someone with the intention of harming their reputation to the public, and it does harm their reputation. Well, if it's just her talking to her boyfriend, then it's not harming your reputation to the public. Hey, if anybody heard the people me and my wife talk about, I'd be broke. But that's me and her talking.
But like,
now, if she gets on the internet and decides that she wants to expose it and talk about it, yeah, sue her. Okay. Just like you need to sue him.
Okay, great. Good.
So that's in terms of the slander and the defamation. But yeah, that's a really nice watch.
Crusted in diamonds.
Oh yeah, that's your money.
Yeah.
There go your $3,000. All right, but all I can give you is the 1770 you've proven. So that's your judgment. Your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
I just am disgusted with the whole situation. Both of them.
She owes Sam all that money. She's just a joke.
I'm the joke. Yeah, that's right. I don't even know why she's here because honestly, like, that had nothing. She put herself in the middle of something that had nothing to do with her.
I was in the middle.
That's why she's here.
Because my name actually said I started the whole thing. Sam never owed her money.
I
but
said
it's just
you
a
started
sad
the whole
situation.
thing.
I hope she does well.
About today, perform stereotypes, and they say, well, whatever else you might have said. It's time to rewind and check out this week's Judge Mathis Throwback.
Plaintiff Maurice Green dated the defendant's mother when they were teenagers. But 13 months after they separated, she gave birth to the defendant. Maurice claims the defendant's mother insisted he was the father, so he raised the defendant. But he has always had doubts and wants to know the truth, so he petitioned the court for a paternity test. Defendant Siobhan Green says she's 28 years old and has no idea what to believe about her father. Siobhan and her mother insist Maurice is lying about the situation, so she's eager to put the issue to rest today.
Sir, you've petitioned the court for a DNA test, and how old are you?
28.
28, and so 28 years later, we're trying to find conclusively the paternity. And why is it 28 years later?
Because there's always been some doubt if she was actually my biological daughter.
Why don't you tell me, how has the relationship been throughout your life?
Well, it's been good. Like,
He's been your father?
He's been a father. He's been a pretty good father.
Financially,
especially growing up,
emotionally,
kids.
attached and bonded?
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure he's my father, so I'm confused. Like, I'm lost for words. I don't really know where to start.
Has anyone explained to you why he might want to know?
He has mentioned a couple things, but it really doesn't make sense to me at all.
When was the first time those things were mentioned?
I was in high school then, about 14, 15. I'm not sure the age when it was brought up to me then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, you ready to give me a little more
Yes,
testimony? Go ahead.
I met her mother when I was in high school. We fell in love, became high school sweethearts. I graduated and moved to Jefferson City from St. Louis. We had one child while I was in college. And so I decided to step up, and I moved the mother and my first child up to Jefferson City. During that time, we had a great relationship until the summer of '88. Summer '88, we had a falling out. And so the mother and I separated, and she moved back to St. Louis. I stayed in Jefferson City. The following year, which was '89, I was informed that the mother was pregnant.
What month in '89?
In the beginning of '89, somewhere the early months.
Okay.
I had no means to get back and forth to St. Louis, but I came up in a time that where if you were said to be the father, you're the baby, you took that mantle. And so that's what I did. But she wasn't born till 13 months after we separated. And that left room for me to doubt because we weren't exclusive at all during that point. Regardless of that, I raised my daughter. I paid child support for my daughter. We had a fabulous relationship. I had evidence, pictures of, she's always been my special baby.
And did you make any mention of, what was the discussion between you and her mother?
After my daughter, I'd have never told my daughter. After my daughter graduated, her mother went to her. And I went to the mother and said, now that she's old enough, she's out of school, you can tell me. And to this date, she's still never given me a definitive, flat out yes or no. She'll say something like, what do you think? What you think? Is she yours? And then she had the nerve to tell my baby what was talked about between us. I'd have never told my daughter, nothing like that. And so my daughter called me one day and said, Mom said that you think you may not be the daddy, my daddy, which floored me because I'd have never told my baby nothing like that. And then I got up, where we weren't residing together, so I got up and left my home immediately and went to my daughter and talked to her in person about something like this. And I explained that the math, 13 months, and that's a possibility, but I never treated my daughter less than that. She still is my daughter. That is my daughter, regardless of the case. And I just think it's right that we both find the truth.
The person we need here most is your mother, but nonetheless, she's not here. And so, did you discuss this with her? That 13-month spread in the beginning?
No.
You didn't have the...
I was in love with her, Judge. Right. It didn't matter. Yeah. She had my first child. She said she was pregnant. That's my second baby.
She gave her the benefit of the doubt, you thought, and maybe.
I was willing to live with it because that was my baby. I'd have never told her. Her mama told her.
She has a totally different story. Speaking to her, she tells me what he's saying is a lie. It's all bull. She's never cheated.
How did you come to find out anything about these type of conversations?
I don't recall having a conversation with my mom about it. I remember the conversation between us. I remember him bringing it up to me first, like when I was in high school.
Defendant Siobhan Green says her mother insists the plaintiff is her biological father, but he has doubts, so he petitioned the court for a paternity test.
So he was the first one to bring it up?
Yes, that's
as you recall.
That's where I remember it. And I also have a recording from my mom stating some of that, if you'd like to play the recording.
All right, see if they'll play the recording.
Got that?
He says, it's all you. He said you never confirmed that I was his, and he was in Jefferson City when this and that went all the time and probably didn't add up and crap like that.
Okay, but at the end of the day, he said he was in there, I wasn't with him.
Right.
Okay, but at the end of the day, when he get through, I wasn't cheating on him, so I don't know.
And then he said, I told him that you told me that he wasn't mine. I don't remember that.
Because he a lie. I never told you that.
So it's just all
Yes, it is. That's why I didn't go. I'm going.
That's why you didn't go on the show, because it's all bullcrap. You feel like he just making everything up.
And then, you almost 30-some-odd years old. You really, you do this when you're young.
She makes a point about waiting to 30 years old, sir.
Yeah.
You may have told me already, but refresh my memory as to why you waited so long.
Because I'd have never told my daughter that. My daughter knows it throughout the family. It's like an elephant in the room.
Why did
I'm
you
actually
wait?
afraid to know if she is, if she's not.
Why did you wait?
Till she was old enough to handle it.
And that was high school.
That was high school.
Oh, right.
I wouldn't. Her mother told her after how she graduated. I went to confront the mother after she graduated high school.
So she's now nearly 30. What happened between the high school years when you inquired and now?
The elephant in the room without the family.
So it never left.
It never
left your mind.
Never.
And so.
But how to come about it? What was I going to take a hair sample, swab her when she was small? I mean, while she sleep. I came up with all types of crazy ways. And then when I finally talked to her about coming on the show, my daughter's always been a beautiful, smart, intelligent. I'm proud of my daughter. And we sat and we talked, and she was willing, if I am not her father, she would like to know why. But I've always been afraid. I don't want to know the truth if she's not, but I have to know.
And I don't like, quite frankly, young lady, the way your mother handled this either.
Yeah. I don't like the way neither one of them.
I'm not coming because it's a bunch of crap. Well, clear that crap up by coming. I'll be honest, young lady, she sounded so iffy.
Yeah, I don't like the way neither one of them's handling it, because it's like.
But the good news is they both did a good job with you. And that's the most important thing. You have had a father, and he is likely your blood father. But
it's not a doubt for me.
Yeah, but if not, then he certainly is a father. He is your father under any circumstance.
Because he's the only father I know.
Mm-hmm. So he's your father, and he just wants to know genetically whether that's the case.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, there's not going to be any difference either if it's different, right? We just want to know. And wish your mother was here to shed a little more light on this. But nonetheless, we'll just have to take a look at the paternity results. And how would you feel if it came back and he wasn't?
I don't know. I would just probably I'd be distraught, obviously.
That's the hard part. I don't want my baby hurt. I don't want her at all.
And your mother, obviously, she didn't think it was a chance. Otherwise, she would have probably been here
That's
to
what
support
she's
you.
saying. Yes.
I would hope.
Yes.
I would hope she wouldn't avoid supporting you to save herself a little embarrassment.
Defendant Siobhan Green says her mother insists the plaintiff is her biological father, but he has doubts, so he petitioned the court for a paternity test.
I guess I'm a little nervous. I folded it back up and stuck it back in. This type of stuff is tough on me. She said she would be distraught.
She's not mama.
You're not the father.
Oh, regardless of that, Bonnie, regardless of that, baby, that don't even matter. But we know the truth. It goes to show you, I don't have to be your biological to be your daddy, baby. And it don't matter, but I was afraid of this. That's why I kept it from her. Because I knew it was a possibility. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I'm still gonna get my grandkids on Sunday, go to church. Ain't nothing gonna change, but we know ain't not gonna change. Ain't not gonna change it. Ain't not gonna change it. I dressed them like twins because they were always mine. You were always mine.
You're her father, but not by blood, so. And young lady, you see how you're feeling about it over the next week or two. And we offer relationship counseling. And I'm gonna have my staff give you all the information you would need should you seek out counseling, if you want your dad to go with you or your mom to go with you, or you want to go alone. All right, God bless you.
You are daughter. I'm sorry that this is the result. All I say to parents, be truthful to your children, and don't say anything that's hurtful to your children. Just be honest. And men, you don't have to be a biological to be a father to your children and the children you're around.
She's still our daughter. It all boils down regardless. We love her. I've been with this girl for 10 years, and I love her.
We recently spoke with plaintiff Maurice Green and defendant Siobhan Green, who both told us that they still consider themselves father and daughter, regardless of the DNA test results, and they still have a close relationship. Maurice and Siobhan also told us that they were able to track down the man they believed to be Siobhan's father, but he refused to meet her and then passed away before they were able to do a DNA test. Siobhan has accepted not knowing who her biological father is.